Hi loves, and welcome to this message. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium, an oracle, and prophetess. It's nice to meet you guys. Welcome in, everybody. You guys have seen the title, so you guys already know like what this message download is about. I was picking up on a divine masculine who they've been going through a really powerful awakening, and they're having a lot of like clarity and feelings about a divine feminine. And the feminine, it's like this divine masculine knows that was the message, actually, is that this divine masculine knows without a shadow of a doubt that this feminine awakened him. She sparked his spiritual awakening. She activated his heart. And he like knows that. Like, this is someone that I keep seeing like someone in like a business suit. So they're very career driven. They are all about, you know, like career and making money, but like it's giving like King of Pentacles, where they've been very focused on the material side of life and like the material things like that. Okay. And this feminine, because of the activations, like this is all the stuff that he's thinking about, by the way. Like everything I'm saying right now is stuff that this divine masculine is processing, and like what's in their heart and what's in their mind right now, like in their thoughts. This is someone who like they didn't believe in stuff like this at all. I mean, like the spiritual side of life. I'm seeing that for a lot of these masculines, they were raised religious or somewhat religious, or, you know, they were taught to like believe in God and stuff. And I feel like they've always had like this kind of deep inner knowing on a soul level. Like, I feel like they've always been intuitive, and I feel like they, you know, that's the thing about like, you know, before our awakenings, like people like to pick and choose things, right? Like, so what I'm seeing is like, this might be someone who like believes has always believed in Sasquatch being real. Okay. For example. But when it comes to like psychics or things like that, mediums, I'm seeing like them having a negative attitude towards it. Like, oh, that stuff's all, you know, fake and scammers and, you know, woo-woo, like whatever. Yet they believe in God and things like Sasquatch. So do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. Like they've always had this like side to them where they have connected to like, you know, higher realms and things like that. But they also have been very judgmental over spiritual connection in certain ways. Okay. So let's see what comes out. So but the download was that it's a masculine I was picking up on who, yeah, look, first card out is yes. Like just straight away, like just yep. What Erica's saying is real. What Erica's saying is true. She sure did pick up on this masculine. And this masculine, yes, is very, very conscious to the fact that this divine feminine she is one of a kind for him. She's one of a kind for him. Okay. And he's not used to that. I'm picking up on the fear, you know, because he's used to a dime a dozen. He's used to women where they are a dime a dozen. They're basic. they're mundane, they're basic. Like there's really nothing special about them because they're living in matrix loops, you know what I mean? And it's not to say people who are not awake aren't, you know, unique or in certain ways and things like that. But you know what I mean? Like they operate in that very like everybody else does. You know, it's a lack of authenticity, basically. So, but that is like where this masculine has felt safe, I guess. Okay, because, you know, it's not as hard. And this is actually another download that I've been getting a lot the last few days. And I'll just share it here. But there's a lot of like divine masculines, like the energy that I'm picking up on, where again, they're thinking about all this stuff, where they recognize the uniqueness of the connection and of the feminine. Like they recognize this like magical, unique energy of her. And again, they're very aware. They know for certain that this divine feminine was the spark, the catalyst of his awakening. When you like stay in the comfort zone of karmic people, you know, like the dime a dozen people, that's a safety net. That's a safety net because, you know, you can date, you can be with people, you can fall in love, even, you know, fall in lust, right? Like we know it's not true divine love. I mean, yeah, like definitely you can feel love with karmic soulmates, of course. But it's not like true divine love union, right? Which is what we're talking about here, which is what he feels or they feel, whatever, you know? But the message that I keep getting about like that connects to this part is the fact that the divine feminine, and this is a big reason of a lot of why the masculines get triggered and, you know, they go into the, you know, triggered, avoiding, running phase, because they've known what it's like. They have felt on a soul level and in their heart of hearts, they know from other lifetimes with divine feminine, they've lost her before. And so it's like they can be with other people and, you know, have like somewhat of like, you know, a loving relationship and experience relationships and things like that. And if it ends at some point, which we know karmic stuff is always meant to end, they can handle that. They can handle that loss. That loss, they will get over it. And they know that. They know that. They know that. I've gone through breakups before and I get over the person that, it, you know, it always comes to pass. Time always heals. But with divine feminine, it's entirely different. There's a major wound that stirs in his heart and in his soul memory of lifetimes past where something has happened and, you know, he was holding her as she took her last breath. And that grief, it reminds me of like, Bram Stoker's Dracula, like especially like the new one, the new one. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. It's so good. But like when she, you know, when she was unalived in, you know, he, like that's like in the new one, like that's what turned him into a vampire, his grief. He went into such darkness and pain and grief and suffering, you know, and like that's what, so it just reminded me of that because that's what this masculine has felt around this feminine. And also a lot of fear because he feels like she's so powerful with her, like on a soul level, like she's so powerful. with her spiritual gifts, her intuition, her sight, her empathy, like, and he knows that too. And I think her gifts have freaked him out, you know? Like, he just kind, like, intuitively, like, he just knows this. And if he were to, like, be with her, I saw 1, 2, 3. If he were to be with her and then lose her again, this is how he has felt in the past. It's not stopping him anymore. And we'll get into that right now, but it's not stopping him anymore, but it has been stopping him. That fear. That fear. And for the feminines who this is for, the feminines already know this. Like, you guys already know this. You knew that there was an extreme fear wound about complete, like, vulnerability with you, because the masculines had a lot of wounding around loss and fear and grief and, you know, all that. People always think it's the rejection, like, oh, they're afraid of being rejected. Yeah, sure, sometimes, for sure, that energy comes through, and yes, it's true. But it's honestly, for me, as a divine channel reader, an oracle, a seer for divine unions, it's really not all about that. That's small, that's minuscule. The fear of loss is much deeper and layered and greater. And that's what this masculine has felt. And that's what he's, like, overcome or overcoming. Because he's been healing those wounds through his karmic lessons. Okay? And at this point, what it feels like, he's so awake. He's so conscious. Like, the soul is driving everything. He's following. I saw 1212, and we just, like, oh, happy December, by the way, mi amores. Happy December, my loves. Happy December. Happy holidays. Let me shuffle more. Look at that. And the yes card was, like, the first card out here. And then we have Sacred Journey. Bottom of the deck. One of your last lifetimes, for one of you guys, may have been, like, you know, you may have been, like, born, you know, you may have had some lifetimes in, like, the lifetime in, like, the 40s or the 50s. Understand who you truly are. The journey brings self-discovery. It's so powerful, this confirmation, because it's a confirmation of this soul connection, which is a sacred journey. It's been a sacred journey. You guys have both been on your own sacred journeys. And it's confirming, yes, that this divine masculine is understanding who they truly are. And more importantly, they understand who the divine feminine truly is for them and for the connection. Like, he understands the assignment. Like, he gets it. Like, fully sees it and gets it. And I just keep hearing, you made me believe in magic. You showed me magic was real. You made me a believer. Your love, like, your mirroring, your reflecting, your embodiment, like, everything. You made me believe in magic. And now I full-heartedly believe in all the mysteries of the universe. She opened me up. She showed me something that I never in a million years would have seen without her. It's like that. Yeah, look. Oh my gosh. Right after Sacred Journey is the soulmate card. They're walking hand in hand. They're like, look at, and they're crossing a bridge. This is literally what's, like, manifesting in this moment in the 3D. Like, literally right now I'm receiving, like, this masculine is saying, I'm not going to let time slip away. I've let too much time pass or slip away. I'm not going to let more time slip away. Because the pain of not having the divine feminine is way stronger than the idea of having her and then losing her. It's like, why am I, he's learned, he's embodying the I am presence in life. He's choosing peace in his life. And there's a very present energy, compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. Yeah, and then marriage. It's like soul marriage, right? For some of you, you guys are in Hyros Gamos union. Like, you came into divine union with self, Hyros Gamos. Like your masculine and inner feminine are flowing beautifully. And when you come into Hyros Gamos union with self, divine union of self, that's when divine union, external divine union shows up. So it says a legal partnership, a commitment, marital bond, and societal contracts. For some, this masculine was maybe married. I don't know. Societal contracts and legal partnerships and like all that. But it's definitely someone, I'm hearing like they see the light at the end of the tunnel, but they're more like, this was more about like this person is the real deal. You know, like that's how this masculine feels. Like she is the real deal. There was a song that I posted on the community page like the night before last, I think. And it was a cover, like a tribute by Chris Stapleton, but it was a Vince Gill song. And the song was Whenever You Come Around. And it's just so profound, like that, you know, the message in that, in like the words. Sorry guys, hold on 1 second. It's so profound, the words. And he's like what, like basically like, what is it about this woman that makes me, you know, that makes me want to hide how I feel, and like, you know, like I feel so helpless. I feel just like a kid, like, you know, like what is it about her? And I think that part of it like really freaked this masculine out, or that's what would trigger more of the fear. Okay. And I think now they've transcended all that. And it's happening right here at the end of 2025. A 9-year completion year. As we move into number 1 year, 2026, like, I want you by my side. That's what I just heard. I want her by my side. And yeah, for some of you guys in these connections, you know, the divine masculine energy definitely could be a woman, for sure, and vice versa. Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards about this. And then we'll wrap it up. So yeah, like you guys, like, I don't know, but you know, obviously this isn't going to be for everyone. Okay. But you know, I mean, since like October, since basically like the equinox, you know, it's been a lot of alignment in divine unions, and basically it was like powerful alignment coming into divine union with self. It was things happening to bring you in more of a divine union with yourself, you know. And so for some, you know, they've already met someone, or their person maybe returned. And for the rest, I know for some too, like divine masculine would returned and communicated and confirmed a lot of things for feminines. But they still had stuff they had to take care of, exactly like this 5 cups right here. So, you know, but they communicated, and then they're like, okay, like I got to go handle things on my end, and when I'm done, I'll be back, basically, you know. And then for some, like, you know, you haven't heard from this person at all, or there's been, you know, but you've been getting all of the same energy or signs or whatever, you know. So it's confirmation. This is someone who wants commitment. They want long-term commitment, obviously, with the marriage and all of this. It's someone who understands this journey, and they understand it from a soul level. This is going to be someone that they are going to, like, I don't know, when they come in or show up or whatever, they're going to talk to the feminine about spiritual things. They will be the one to bring it up. You know, like, divine feminine is like in just like a full, like, open receiving energy, you know what I mean? Or who this feminine is for. What the feminine that this masculine is like coming towards. She understands the divine assignment, you know? She understands that she's the light in the dark. For herself, for the collective, for many around her, and for divine masculine, you know? And I think that's another, like, struggle, like, wound, you know, that some of the masculines had to, like, heal or overcome, was that, like, inner ego, like the distorted ego, that power struggle, where they could feel the power of the feminine and how she was in her power and how she's, like, magnetic and, like, you know, divine feminine energy and, like, agape love and all this, but how she's also balanced in her masculine, where her inner masculine is not distorted and wounded anymore. Her inner masculine is strong and a warrior and a leader, and the masculine, divine masculine, could feel that, right? And I think it really, like, you know, it kind of screws with divine masculine's logical brain, because they're like, wait, like, how do I don't know how to be with someone who's both spiritual, magnetic, loving, all the things, but also someone who's like a freaking warrior, and someone who doesn't put up with any crap, and someone who's a leader and successful, or, you know, independent. Like, I don't know how to handle all that. I don't even know how to be around or be with someone like that, because they're used to people who are codependent on them, right? So anyways, I think that was like another struggle. Literally, like, they struggled with feeling the strength of divine feminine, right? And where she was strong and where she's been strong, it shined light and reflected on masculine, where he's lacking strength, where he's being weak, or where what he feels is weakness. And, you know, because feminine's not over here judging, right? Feminine isn't like, oh, you're weak, you know? Feminine's like, no, you're strong. Remember your strength. Remember your power, you know? So anyways, okay. So where are we at? 23 minutes. Okay. So if you guys want to connect with me and work with my gifts one-on-one, all of my info, reading, and healing services are in the description box. And yeah, just send me an email and we'll get you set up. Pricing, like, everything's there. Like, if you want to hone in on your own journey, or see the soulmate energies around you, or incoming, or whatever it is, you know. I'm getting like M, like Marta, Michelle, but I'm hearing the letter M, and then I just saw, so I'm seeing M, and then I also just saw S, and then also the letter P. Like Paul, Peter, and then I just saw numbers 19 and then 29. Okay, so the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Swords is like a messenger communication energy here for sure. For some reason, this masculine is, they seem to have it in their mind that if they message the feminine, that she may have it, like, it's almost like they feel like she might be a bit like on the defense a bit. So, you know, but that's just like in their head. Okay, so I don't know. Again, I'm just hearing like, screw it, I'm just gonna see. Like it's like whoever this masculine is, he's vibrating high. He's transcending a lot of 3D like karmic attachments and things like in his life that have been blocking him and holding him in like this, you know, imprisoned type energy. So he's breaking free of that prison and, you know, whatever. But it's literally like warrior energy, because he's like, it's very much like, I'm gonna do what it takes. Oh my gosh, and a school bus just drove by here. A big old yellow school bus just drove by. And the numbers on the bus was 3, 2, 1. Countdown, blast off. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, and look at this. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Wands. It's like, it's a conflictive energy. It's conflict. I think this masculine, for a lot of the masculines, they have a lot of conflict around them right now in their life. Okay. It's also inner conflict. It's like, you know, it's like between your head and your heart, or like you feel conflicted about like something or how to do something, or, you know, stuff like that. But also there's something about like arguments and conflict and battles and tension and jealousy and resistance. All that is around him too. Okay, I see. So it could be because of the holidays and then also the transits. Yeah, there's the, so there's a lot of, so this masculine is having a lot of conflicted energy, conflict connected to relationship, family, inner circle, like that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Everyone's going to be different. Something about this Gemini full moon, though, is literally, I just heard breaking free. It's literally, I don't know. It's the last full moon of 2025. It's a super full moon and in Gemini. But for me, it's like, I don't know. There is something about the agitation. It feels like a real breakthrough moment. We'll just say that. It feels like a real breakthrough moment where this divine masculine maybe has had a lot of conflict, arguing, you know, negativity, competition, jealousy in like friend circles or in relationships around him. He's transcending that, okay, with this full moon, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe that's what this masculine is also wanting to communicate to the feminine. But tell me, yeah, because it's like he has his crown on, okay? So like he is like, I am a divine king. I am a divine king, emperor, warrior, you know, I am divine sovereign. Like it's his crown chakra, like, and this is Archangel Michael's sort of truth. This is breakthrough. I literally just said I was getting breakthrough. This is breakthrough, clarity, new beginnings, victory, and it's also like communication. It's a truth. It's a truth of the soul. It's divine truth, and it's truth that brings healing. Healing on a soul level, and then also like in the 3D as well. But he's definitely got his crown chakra lit up. This king remembers his power. Oh my gosh. Y'all, there he is. There, look at his crown. Are you kidding me? Okay, there could be something very unique about the way this guy looks, his features, his hair color. your divine masculine feminine may, look like this, resemble this, have a beard, dark hair, I don't know. But what's crazy is I literally said earlier, I channeled the King of Pentacles. I said this masculine that I'm tuning in with, he's giving King of Pentacles. He's probably very successful. He probably makes very good money, or he's very wealthy. He's intelligent. He's smart. Like, this is the richest king in all the lands. But I also said he's been operating from the 3D, and he's been focused on that and like addicted to it, codependent on it. But because of his spiritual awakening and his crown, there he is on his throne, and he's holding that Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles indicates long-term energy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up now, but look who's behind him. The Emperor. I just heard the Emperor's New Groove. You guys know that movie? That movie is so cute. Like, I think it's Disney. It's a cartoon. The Emperor's New Groove, the llama and the prince or whatever. Okay, that movie is so cute. It's so funny. If you have kids, definitely like sit down and watch it with the kids. I like it, But that's what I just heard. It's like the movie when Stella, like how Stella got her groove back. Well, divine feminines out there, they're like Stella, like how Stella got her groove back, okay? And then look at this beautiful energy here with this beautiful masculine. I mean, hunka burning love, okay? Oh, definitely my type of guy right here, for sure. Except he'd be more rugged with jeans and cowboy boots and stuff like that, But even cowboys have to dress up nice every once in a while. They clean up nice. But definitely like the Emperor's New Groove. Like, I've got this new groove. Like, there's like passion ignited within me. Like, I'm seeing things on a soul level. I'm getting all these signs, synchronicities. She made me believe in magic. Like, this shit is crazy. It trips me out. Okay, like that kind of stuff. Excuse my French, but yeah, definitely he's resurrected. He's reconnected to the spiritual realm. He's gone through a deep purification. He's been going through purification. So he's going through a metamorphosis and major spiritual transformation. And then look, the resurrection. This is also a major arcana communication, some type of communication with Emperor here. And the Six of Cups. It's from the past. Someone from the past. It's nostalgia. It's missing someone. It's like thinking back on like a really beautiful moment or memory or good times between you guys. It's like that. Also, this is like daydreams of the feminine and what it would be like to have a family or a child, or maybe they have had a vision or a dream, this masculine, about like pregnancy, or maybe like on a soul level, they feel like a spirit baby connected to you guys that, I don't know, but could be all those things. But anyways, it's definitely like he's feeling this nostalgia, and it's a soul nostalgia. It's from the soul. Okay, like I miss her on a soul level. Like I miss her from my soul. I love her from my soul. Like, it's not, this is a feeling that just doesn't quit. It doesn't go away. In fact, it's grown stronger. It's like that. And the reason like all this is happening, like a big reason, it's because of the divine feminine. It's because the divine feminine is the true north. She is the guiding light of the divine union, right? So as she transcends and then anchors in and, anchors in her heaven and earth, comes into Hyros Gamos divine union with self, that's why this is happening. That's why, right? It's because of the grounded, ascended embodiment and version of herself that he is now, his energy is shifted. It's no longer in an avoidance energy. His energy is now in a magnetism energy, a magnetized energy. Some people would call it going from running to chasing. It's when the masculine, especially for like twin flames and past life soulmates, like really, really strong connections, it's when the masculine, she's so anchored and so magnetic, and she's just beaming with all the things that, you know, he naturally just starts feeling that and gets magnetized back. Like for a lot of you guys, this right here is the moment you have seen with your own third eyes and stuff, like of future timelines, like where you guys would come into union. Like for a lot of you, you saw these timelines a long time ago. And now they're just finally happening and manifesting, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I think I'm going to leave it here. Let's end with like 3 messages from a message deck. We'll just see if like what else wants to come through real fast. So anyways, you guys, I love you. Yeah, this is wild. So, you know, and when we say runner, I don't like those terms. That's why I never use those terms. I don't like saying them because I feel like they are degrading, kind of like, you know, but what it's talking about is just the energy, you know, it's going from the energy of avoidance to the energy of being drawn and magnetized, right? Like no longer avoiding and wanting to show up authentically and like all that. So first card here. Shut the front door. You will hear from me very soon. I even underlined very when I made these. I'm handling things on my side. Oh my gosh, that's literally what I said. Almost like word for word earlier at some point. Yeah. See, you will hear from me very soon. Bam. Ace of Swords, communication, and Judgment, communication. I feel like this very soon is very soon. I feel like this is going to happen around this full moon for a lot of you, or this week of the full moon. Okay. So today's December 1st. I would say like the 1st through the 8th. Or the 1st through the 10th. I think the 1st through the 8th. Okay, I think there's going to be, for a lot of people, like collectively, they're going to hear something. But yeah, I'm handling things on my side. Whatever those things are, I don't know. It's different for everyone. But you will hear from me very, very soon. Letting you go was the hardest and dumbest thing I've ever done. Okay. So, I mean, that speaks for itself, you know, but, you know, if you are masculine tuning in, you may feel like that sometimes, but don't judge yourself, mi amor. Don't judge yourself. You know, it wasn't dumb. It's just how things are supposed to happen. I mean, really, that's it. You live and you learn. It's the whole point, right? All right. Okay, this is exactly... Oh my God, you guys. Okay, before I read this, okay, last card. Look at that bottom of the deck. I want a new beginning with you. I want a new beginning with you. That is a big part of the divine communication and truth that this Emperor, King of Pentacles, wants to speak to this feminine. He wants her to know that, like, I want a new beginning. Is it, you know, is it too late? Like he feels all the things on a soul level. So I think he knows it's not too late. But anyways, I want a new beginning with you. And then look, communication time. Like you guys, okay, I'm putting this down because that's insane. Right here, this one that came out, this confirms, thank you Spirit for always backing me up here. This is the download. This is literally what I received and what I spoke about from this about the masculine. I said this divine masculine, this Emperor King, he on a soul level, he is consciously aware that this feminine activated, like she activated his spiritual awakening. She activated his cosmic heart, his heart chakra. And then look, I have loved before, but I've never loved in this way. You are the one who changed my heart. There it is. He knows she's different. She's unique. She's one of a kind. She's not a dime a dozen. She activated his heart chakra on a soul level. She's the only one, you know, like on those levels. And he knows it. So All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I love you so much. By the way, you guys, if you want to join our Sacred Mystery School, Circle of Light, it's a mystery school, which is basically a magic school of, high priestesses and high priest queens, high priest kings. Come ye y'all and welcome. But it's just like our ancient mystery schools in ancient times and even in other star systems. So we meet once a week every Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Zoom. I send out a new Zoom link every Saturday, or sometimes I even do it an hour or two before we gather in the morning on Sunday. Everything's always recorded, so if you can't make it, different time zones, it's all good. You're not missing out on anything. And I'm doing the mystery school. I just started it in October, but I'm doing it right now where you can kind of enroll whenever. So if you signed up today, for instance, and by the way, it's for 4 weeks. I just saw 444 confirmation as I say 4. When you sign up, the price is $111 USD, and you're paying for 4 weeks of gatherings. So 4 Sundays of gatherings. Okay. So a whole month basically. Right. And then at the end of your 4 weeks, if you want to sign back up again, it's totally up to you. But we're honing in hardcore with our gifts, our channeling, Akashic records. We do rituals together, full moon, new moon rituals. We manifest. And then every week when we gather, we pray, we share. How was your week? Is there anything you want to talk about? Whatever it is, right? It's this just beautiful, high frequency space where we gather and we commune and all kinds of stuff, breath work, sound, everything, you guys. And there's a lot of of learning about things. So if that's you and you're I'm ready to come out of my hermit energy, because we're all being called out of hermit mode and we're all being called to become more social now. It's time to come out of isolation for most of you guys. Okay. Not everyone, but most of you. You're being guided out. And so if you're I feel I need a place, or I want to connect with others and I want to learn and I want to connect on higher levels with my gifts, this is the place. Okay. And this is a Magdalene Isis mystery school. Okay. We dive deep, and soon we're going to dive into a book or two, and we're going to be going through and reading a book. I have one on my radar, and then we're going to be it's going to be really powerful stuff. Okay. So high level, alchemical stuff, SEX magic, not dark SEX magic, light. Okay. For healing and quantum level healing things and stuff like that. Okay. Everything. Okay. So anyways, if you want to sign up, again, everything's in the description box, gypsycowgirltarot@gmail.com. That's my business email. And we will get you set up. All right, mi amores, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.